What's up everyone, Carnage here bringing you a full 100% achievement guide walkthrough for the game Layer Section and Galactic Attack S Tribute on Xbox. This game is published and developed by City Connection and it released on April 28, 2022 for a price of $29.99, or you can get it on a bit of a launch discount for the next couple days as of this recording. So this is going to be a really easy and quick 1000 gamer score in about 45 minutes or so. And the good news is we don't even have to play both of the games. You can actually get all of the 1000 gamer score in this title just from Layer Section alone. So we're going to start off by going in from the main menu where it asks you which game you want to play, go into Layer Section, and then we're going to press the View button, which I call the back or the Select button, of course. Press that and you're going to make a quick save just to have a file there. And then, of course, there's other options on this list, but we're just going to focus on extra option here, and we're going to put it up to 99 continues. Then we're also going to change the rank and put it on low. The no power down is also useful, prevents loss of power-ups when hit. We could put that on. Now, I noticed the power-ups sometimes still mess up. I don't know if that's accurate, but either way, you want super rapid on as well. So just copy the settings that I have there. Just to make sure. Now here you can also pause the video at any time to see these different instruction screens, but you'll also be able to see these in the settings if you need to look at anything. I kind of skimmed over it, but you don't really need to worry about it because this game normally would be hard, but it's going to be a very easy completion for basically anyone. You don't have to worry if you're good at shmups because this game includes multiple features that make it super easy. So you can use save states, slow down, and rewind, and I'm going to show you guys how to do all that and basically explain how to get the achievements here as we go on. So we're starting off and I'm going to show you guys the achievement list here. First, sortie basically means just start the game in one mode. Then there's also playing the different stages through, so we're just going to be playing the normal mode. We'll worry about the arcade mode achievement later. You don't actually have to beat it, you just have to play arcade mode. So complete all stages, including 1 through 6, and then an all-stage achievement. So there's 7 stages. And then there's also a million score, which is going to be very easy, so don't stress that out, especially with all the saving and stuff that we can do. And then also 2 other achievements there that were for just starting 10 and 20 sorties and the first sortie. But like I said, though, sorties are just literally starting the game, and I'm going to show you a quick way at the end of the video how to get those very quickly and easily anyway. So what we're going to do is pick those options there in the game as well. Those in-game options that I just did there. So make sure you did that as well. And then we're going to start it off, and you get the first sortie as we start the game. And then console mode player. This is the normal mode we're playing in to get all of the stages complete. So we get 2 achievements right off the bat just by starting the game. And now here's how we play. So if you hold down the A button, you should have rapid fire on since you changed it in the options earlier. And you can just hold down that A button and just keep firing away very quickly. Now you'll also have the B button at your disposal, which is the lasers. And the way this works is that you see the crosshair above you that will basically be where your laser hits, and you have to press or hold the B button. I think what I did was actually spam the B button. My bad, I didn't hold it in. Spam the B button as you're holding A, and you could actually fire your both weapons at the same time. And as you see here, I'm locking on with the B button onto the enemies, and basically just shooting laser, almost like missiles. They're locking on to each of these targets. Now, a lot of the ground enemies you can only hit by doing lasers, so make sure you get a good combination of both your A button and B button. I usually like to hold both down at the same time. Now, if you notice on the bottom right of the screen, you're going to see it says slow mode. I don't actually put that on right away, but you can if you want to. What you want to do is click in the right stick on the controller. So clicking in the right stick will actually make it go into slow motion, and you're able to easily dodge the bullets. Of course, this will make the game take longer, but it will also be easier. And a little later in the video, you'll see me focus on actually staying alive for 1 continue and progressing all the way to 1,000,000 points. But don't worry too much about that in the beginning. You can just kind of get a feel for the game. You can save at any point when you're worried. You can always rewind as well. So I'm going to show that off in the video a little bit here. But basically, you really don't have to worry about it because at any time you can save, you can make it rewind. You can slow down. Like here, I just continue. It doesn't matter. We have 99 continues, so that won't be a problem. Although I will say, for the million achievement, for the million score, you do have to do it in one continue. So the 99 continues won't technically help. However, you can just rewind or load up a save file that you made when you're doing well. So I didn't do that for the first couple levels, but I think around level 3 or 4 I start that, and I still easily get the million, like even before the second to last stage. So there's a lot of leeway for that. I wouldn't stress it. You can even start it and get it done in the beginning, but I will also mention, since we mentioned about the million achievement, you get actually 500,000 points alone just from beating the final boss, or at least that's how much I got from the final boss. The results may vary a little bit, but you're going to get like a couple 100,000 from each level that you do. And there are actually 7 levels in the game. You're going to have to make it through all of them. Each one has an achievement except the last one. There's achievements for level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then also a level 1 for doing all levels, which includes level 7. So that is 7 is the final level of the game. So we're just going to progress through here, and you're going to hold A and B, and or spam B, and just keep hitting. As you can see, that's very straightforward. If you feel like you want to, do better and not lose your ship at the top left, you have a few lives. You see here, I don't have any lives left on the top left anymore, the ship icons. So one more hit, and I'm going to lose the continue. But like I said, later on is when I started focusing on the million score and just doing that in one continue. Of course, if you press the view button and rewind, you can just go right back to like a second ago, right before you died, and it makes it very easy without having to save and load over again either. So that's pretty straightforward, very easy 1000 gamer score. Even if you suck at shmups, you can just abuse those different rewind and slow motion and whatnot. Like I said here, and this is a new continue. As you can see now, the top left will show my ship count. You actually have 3 ships. One is, once you lose the 2 lives, you have your final one where it doesn't actually show it, just like the usual shmups. But yeah, this is the boss of level 1, not final boss. This is the level 1 boss here. And yeah, you basically just have unlimited lasers as well. At the bottom there, you can see it just recharges a little bit, but just keep focusing the boss, spamming the B button and holding in the A button, and it really becomes quite easy. Later in the game, I do put the slow motion mode on with the right stick, and that helps a lot. Like I said, it will take longer that way, but you'll be more safe and you won't have to rewind and save as often, since you can easily maneuver around the bullets. Some of the patterns later do get pretty intense, I will say. As much as a shmup fan I am, and I enjoy these kind of games, this one normally would be quite a challenge without any of the assist features. So it's nice that they added those in here, making it a great experience for any type of player. So you can play it without the assists. If you want to make it a challenging game, go for it. There's leaderboards, there's multiple other things you can do to challenge yourself, or just make it easy and get all the achievements like we're doing here, showing you guys how to do it. I think this is the boss now of that. I thought the other one was, but it might have been a mini boss, so my bad. But we're just going to progress through a little more here. I'm going to pick up the commentary a little later on as well. I'm not going to commentate the whole video, but there are a couple little points to mention later on. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward otherwise. So I'm going to end the commentary here for this point, and just, I'll come back in a little bit. And there we go, we got the stage 2 completed. Of course, earlier we got the stage 1 complete, you saw that pop. And whenever you feel comfortable with how you're doing, you can always press the view button and press the save state if you're worried about progressing on before doing that. So I did that earlier in the video, and you'll see me do it again here shortly after when we reach level 3. But then later on, we can focus on the slow motion. Right now, I'm not using the slow motion with the right stick clicking in. But you can put that on to make it easier. Of course, it will take longer. But once you know, depending on how you feel about it, I usually left the slow motion on when I was going for the million score achievement, which you'll see me start to focus on here. Like I said, you don't have to do it from level 1 or even 2. I started a little later in the run, and I still had more than enough leeway to get the million score. So here you see I make another save. Checking the options again here, but you can just double check everything if you want. At any time you can change it, no big deal. We have on the shot with A, I pressed it by accident there, but I went to default to change it back. And yeah, you can mess with any of these other options. They don't really matter too much, but mainly the extra option stuff is what matters. So yeah, save it at any point where you want, before a boss or, you know, after beating the boss, things like that. And you'll see at the top left, of course, the score right now is only 12,500, but we are going to start focusing on that million score achievement. And bosses give you a ton of score, so we're going to see that here shortly after. But yeah, it's pretty much rinse and repeat. Just keep saving when you feel comfortable, and you're going to use the right stick, clicking the right stick in once again to slow it down and make it way easier to dodge bullets. And that's going to save, you know, a lot, obviously take longer, but make it a lot easier as we're making sure not to lose all of our lives for the million score achievement. So yeah, we're gonna do that again here, and you can always rewind as well. This is showing off the rewind feature. Instead of saving and loading right away again, what you can just do is go to the view button and then the rewind option there, and it will go back either just a second before you died, or you can even choose to go further back from before as well. So yeah, pretty useful. And here you're seeing the slow motion in action. The bottom right will show it down. Actually, it didn't slow it down just yet, but I do put that on. You can turn it on and off at your will. So I think I put it on there and turned it off again. Excuse me. But yeah, it's really straightforward, like I said, guys. I don't want to ramble the whole video, so I'm probably going to cut the commentary again and maybe come back for the other parts. But you will see as we get the million, we're going to get a lot of points for each boss that we kill. So yeah, good luck, everyone. We're going to see, find it in a little bit here. Alright, so the boss is almost destroyed, and right after that, we just got the million score right there. There we go. That boss alone gave 250,000 or so in points. So easily able to get the 1 million. We're not even through the game yet. We still have more to go, and the final boss even awards about 500,000 alone. So like I said, if you don't get it right from the beginning, don't stress. I even only started doing the million run on level 3, and we just only beat level 5. So we still have level 6 and 7 left. As you can see here, we do a quick achievement check. And yeah, complete stage 6, then complete all stages, which is basically level 7, then these two, which I'll show you at the end, really quick to do, and then starting a game in arcade mode, not even having to play arcade mode. So yeah, very easy, and we're just going to continue here. I'm going to pick up the commentary again at the end of the game, so 2 more areas to go, Area 6 and then Area 7. And then we'll pretty much be almost done. So very close to the 1,000 gamer score. After doing level 7, there's not too much more, so I'll pick up the commentary soon. Alright, so at this point we've almost destroyed the final boss. Just keep spamming the B button and lock on that middle thing there. It doesn't matter how many times you die since we got the million score achievements. We can keep continuing. We have tons of credits left. And there we go. Final stage clear. So we get the achievement for beating all of the stages there. Like I said, this is stage 7, the final stage. And as we watch this ending cutscene, which we can't skip, it doesn't really matter. You don't actually have to watch this at this point of recording. I didn't realize that. But either way, there's only 2 or 3 quick achievements left. Very quick. We're almost done with this 1000 gamer score. Like I said, very quickly and efficiently here. So yeah, at this point you can go into the view button and just exit out, which I will be doing shortly here. I make a save file, you don't need to do that though. Doing a quick achievement check though, there is just for playing in arcade mode, and then go on 10 sorties and 20 sorties. And like I said earlier in the video, all it is, a sortie is just playing and starting the game. So they're saying it's almost like a run, but you don't have to do the full run again. You just have to start it. So what we're going to do is go back to the main menu, start up layer section again. So as we started here, we're going to click on layer section once again. Like I said, you don't even have to worry about Galactic Attack. You'll get all of the 1000 gamer score from layer section alone. Now what we're going to do is start the game. As you can see here in just a moment, we have to wait for this initial logo. But there's a really quick method that I found that will make it a lot less effortless. So you won't have to wait for this intro every time, because you start up the game, press game start, and then as you can see the achievements tracking on the top, it just went up for starting a run. Now what we're going to do is press the view button, and then we're going to click rewind and go back to the title screen here where we saw this white screen where it says press start. So that should be in one of your rewind screens. Now we started another run. As you can see here, you can tell what we're doing. We're just spamming the start screen and starting up a new run, and the game thinks we are in a new one again, which we are, and we're saving time because we're not having to go from the very initial title screen again and wait. So use the rewind feature here to keep doing this 10 times for one achievement and 20 times for the other achievement, and then you will soon see our last achievement that we need to do after that. There we go, we got our 10 sortie one. Obviously, all of these say don't do stage select. Yeah, there's no point in switching to stage select for any of the achievements. So just make sure you do it in the normal mode. And then the last achievement will be arcade mode, and it's very straightforward and simple. And we'll be done in just about a minute or two. Gotta love the achievement tracker also. Shout out to this game for actually adding the achievement tracking in the game. Not every game has the achievement tracker, so cool stuff. And it is a pretty fun shmup in its own right. Obviously, these are old school games that were brought back. But yeah, there we go. 20 sortie total. We got the other achievement, so there's only one achievement left. And we're going to once again start layer section, but this time, instead of going to the view screen and rewinding, we're just going to start from the beginning again. So see the title screen. I guess you could also go for rewind, but I didn't hear, but it's only just another couple seconds and we're done. So basically what we're going to do once we get the title screen again, we're going to go into arcade, not into a start, we're going to go into option, and we're going to scroll down to game mode and make sure we go onto arcade. So earlier you had it on consumer to get all of the other achievements, but now we switch to arcade. And it doesn't matter really on the difficulty since we're just going to be literally just starting it. Go to game start, and there we go. We just got our last achievement in the game, arcade mode player, just for starting arcade mode. And there you go. There's a really easy 1000 gamer score and completion. So like I said, following with all of these tips that I gave, using the slow motion and the rewind or save states, makes this normally tough type of shmup a really easy and quick 1000 gamer score. So hopefully the guide helped. If it did, feel free to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Thanks again everyone, and I'll see you next time.